Good morning. Today is the 30th of October and here we are at Manor Classics at Runcorn in Cheshire. I've been invited to come up here to have a look at their Platinum sale, which is on the 12th of November. So a little preview of some of the things that are here so far. But also I've chosen a couple of cars that I think are my favourites in the sale so far to have a look at in more detail. And one of them is this 1973 BMW E9 3-litre CSI. The 3-litre CSI was a development of the earlier 2800 CS, and then obviously before that we had the 2000C and 2000 CS. It used to be known as the Chinese I cars. Obviously there's a facelift about 68 when the 2800 CS came out, and sort of continued into the 3-litre CS, CSI, and then the later CSL, that's the most famous one of these. This car is estimated at about £70,000 to £80,000. It's been restored recently, I think in Germany actually. Unfortunately I haven't got the key for the boot, so we can't look in there, but we can look inside, and I've actually managed to work out how to open the bonnet as well, which is good. So these were made between about 1971 and 75. There was also a smaller engine version of this, I think called the 2.5 CS, which came in I think about 73, 74, probably to produce a bit of a cheaper option around the time of the fuel crisis. Obviously this 3-litre with about 200 horsepower is not going to be the most economical car in the world, but it looks fabulous. A bit of a sort of cheaper alternative to the CSLs, which are worth an absolute hill of money these days. Very interesting sort of early 70s colour. These BBS wheels, I think, make it look a bit later. They're maybe sort of 80s style really, but very, very handsome. The era when BMW weren't really chasing market share, they were making really, really nice high-end cars that were worth a lot of money. So I have the bonnet sort of prepped already, so the release is in this sort of compartment just on the left there. The lighting's not the best in here, so we can't see the entrance particularly well, but we'll do our best. I'm not going to sit down on the seats, I'm not really allowed to, so I won't be doing that. We can see though we've got a kilometre speedo, rev counter, and then not actually that many auxiliary gauges. I was quite surprised actually, the car didn't really have any. It had just got a normal fuel gauge and a temperature gauge and a rev counter, and there's not so many auxiliary gauges in here. There is though, it's my German degree here. We've got Luft, so, Lüfter, unten, so, kalt, warm, and then Luft on the right hand side there. All these little things. We've also got a Bluetooth stereo that's been fitted during the restoration process, and down there's USB port, and actually got heated seats as well in here now. Electric running switches would have been standard at the time. This car uses a 5-speed manual, which is good. It's nice and comfy in here. We might actually get in the back if we can, or just open the back. I'm not going to get in the back, we'll just have a look. I'll just open the back and just see what it's like. The seats remind me of the 74 520 that I filmed, the E12, earlier this year actually. A friend of mine called Gentle from Gentle's Garage Shell owns that, and so this is the same sort of era of BMW. This is a 73, his is a 74. Beautiful, beautiful leather in here. Not the most legroom I've ever seen. I think those are fixed seat belts. Fixed seat belts, viewers, are not things that I like at all. I'm not very fond of those, to be honest. But beautiful seats. I can't remember what this purpose is here. Maybe that's for making sure that the seatbelt goes in there properly, but for some reason someone's not decided to put those through there, which is a slight shame. But there we go. Something that the new owner to sort of work out how they want the seatbelts to be routed. But yeah, everything feels just so nice. This is a time when BMWs were very, very, very expensive cars, particularly in the export market, and so you wouldn't see a lot over here. You could buy these, I've seen right-hand drive for the UK market. I've not seen many, but yeah, they're very, very expensive, beautiful cars. In fact, why don't we take a look sort of around the back if we can? It's a bit close to the wall, but you can see this sort of tail treatment here, and there's sort of lines of the car, which actually maybe reminiscent of what we're trying to do today in some modern BMW design, but This is really the sort of BMW I prefer personally. The modern ones, they're okay. You can buy a BMW for any occasion that you want. They've got so many different models now, but didn't have so many back in the day. And this is one of the best ones they would have made in the early 70s. It's a fantastic looking car. Colour's very, very bold. Wheels maybe not to my taste. I'd probably want some more standard looking ones if it were mine. But there we go. I'll go on this side as well if you want. Glove box is also here. Be careful not to sit down. Glove box light's not working, but everything is really nice trim. This car is in fabulous order, which is why it's in the platinum sale here at Manor Park. Beautiful engineering as well on the doors. Right, let's have a look at this M30 engine, shall we? So because this is the CSI version with fuel injection, generates about 200 horsepower. The normal CS version is about 180 on a carburettor. Nice and simple to work on, really. Not any nasty surprises in here. Very, very kind of long-lived engine that's used in lots and lots and lots of different cars over the course of a long time. That seminal kind of front end that still BMWs of today try to ape, don't they? Until, of course, I think it's the 90s, most BMWs did have the bonnet opening in this direction. Yeah. It's wonderful to be in the presence of sort of a great car like this. It's sort of one of the most attractive cars, I think, of the early 70s, really, and certainly all that power and all this sort of prestige behind it. It's fabulous. I do have a longer video where I look around all the cars that's here so far in the Platinum Sale, including the Maserati that's just over towards the back when we have a ramp. I'll have a video looking about that in more detail. But we'll close the bonnet on this and we're going to have a look at some of the other ones. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below, and we shall see you again soon for probably something a little bit cheaper, but probably not as exciting as this.